Welcome back, everybody, to another video. This is your host, Adon Tron from NerdTots, with our guests, the film combatants here with Angel and Kim. And we're here for another episode of Loki, episode 2, on our early edition of Watch Parties.
Yes, early, very early.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Guys, I just realized, turn your mics a little bit more inwards because Angel, you sound clear. Kim, your mic's facing away from you, is basically. I know he set you up.
Yeah.
Is that better for her?
Kim,
Yes.
still sound a little bit distant. Is hers on?
Mm-hmm.
No.
How about now? You hear me
Is-
now?
Yeah, you sound better.
Okay. Oh, good.
It took a second, but we're there. And okay, so where did I lose my? Oh yes. So everybody, we are catching up for episode 2. If you have not seen episode 1, we encourage it because there is a lot of exposition in episode 1 that explains A, the multiverse, B, why is Loki there, and C, what is he going to be doing for the potentially for the entirety of the series.
Mm-hmm.
So that those are going to be 3 main points.
Yes.
Are you getting set up for the episode, bro?
Yes, I am. And one more thing, because since we can't really see our character, I'm just changing something real quick. But I'm ready to go. I am so ready. Been looking forward to this.
Mm-hmm. Now, everybody, this episode is a little bit long in comparison to the previous Marvel series shows. It is approximately 54 minutes and 29 seconds long. And a good picture. And what you're going to just need to do is, we're going to go quick on this because we have time frames to keep today. So, on the count of 5, if we're ready, we're going to go 5, 4,
Four,
3,
three,
2,
two,
1, go.
now. Disney.
Wow, that's the quickest we've ever done it.
Ideally. Now, whether or not we're synced, that's a different story. I still say the Miss Minutes summary of the multiverse is actually one of the best summaries you can get of how the timeline works.
Mm-hmm.
Variants. What's your time keep? Because I just accidentally did something.
I'm at 40. 41, 2, 3.
Yeah. Actually, we're good.
Okay, good. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch episode 1 a third time because I watched it a second time. I could have swore I heard the guy who got bleeped. It sounded like he may have mentioned Odin.
Oh. You.
Pardon me? Or pardon? I think that's what he said.
Huh?
When he heard that it's you, he goes, "Pardon."
Oh.
So this episode we got more traditional Marvel Studios theme song, where in the first one we got more like a Outer Limits of the version of the song.
Oshkosh Bagosh. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. 1985.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh,
she's
she's
from.
from Utopia.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And she kind of looks like the
Hmm,
Ricky Lake.
she's from One Division. What's her name?
Mhm.
Agnes. Real quick.
maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
What was
Yeah.
that?
That was like a Loki ability, I think, right?
that well, he used to do that with his staff in Avengers.
Wait,
That
what
was
was she
similar
doing?
to Wanda, though.
Right. But remember he'll hit the staff in the chest of
No, but what I'm
Hawkeye.
saying, no, think about it. Uh, Wanda from Age of Ultron, she did the same thing to both Tony Stark and Hulk, where her finger will glow and she touched them.
Right, but also when he used the scepter, he touched Hawkeye, and Hawkeye just changed and followed suit. So
Mm-hmm.
both.
Oh,
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 there's that.
oh wow, has another tool.
Okay, I anticipated she was going to be a reoccurring character.
hmm.
Miss Minutes is back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Actually, wait a minute. What? He's behind the desk now?
they're going to use him.
I know, but still. You know who the voice is for that, right?
Sounds familiar.
It's Tara Strong, the voice for Harley Quinn on the Batman animated series.
Oh,
Yeah. He's blue. Oh wow.
Loki's that guy that needs to be the smartest man in the room.
Hmm.
Mm. See, I wouldn't trust Owen Wilson's character. Hey, collaborative Kiwi. I don't know. We just started collaborative. We're only 8 minutes 45, 46. I'm sorry, 8 minutes 50 seconds, 51, 52, 53 in. So, not much in spoilers if you want to watch with us, unless you already seen it. Yeah, that the opening was a killer scene. Oh, you already seen it. Welcome, Will. That's right, Tyler. Did you ever get some sleep? Keeps using it.
Oh, he's scheming right here.
Yeah, I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say.
I mean, that sucks, Tyler. I've been there where I've had files just completely corrupt. That's awesome. That's awful. See, that's what I thought reset does.
Mm.
So it doesn't do the entire world. It just does everything to a
That's it.
certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one of the tribunals.
I mean, if it's any consolation, Tyler, you can consider it practice.
Hmm. I wouldn't know about that.
Hmm. Coasters. You know what's funny? That could be also a reference to in the comics because they
What
clone
is?
all their agents.
Oh, so he's a variant. He could be a variant of himself as
No,
well.
an actual clone, because the agency is so large, and they lose like so many detectives and whatnot. They need to just keep their population up, so they just clone. So there's
Hmm.
like hundreds of Mobius out there. Mm. Yep, power naps, man. I live off of those.
Mhm.
Hmm. I do like how they depict the world of the TVA.
Mm-hmm. This life does depend on it, though.
Yeah.
Shh. He's acting a little bit different than he was in the first episode, where he figured out who he is and how serious the seriousness of that.
Yeah.
He's acting like almost what
Comic.
happened in the last episode never really happened.
Kind of.
So
Well, remember, like he explains like his ego, his persona that he has is all a way to protect like how weak he feels. So he's going back into that where he's comfortable.
okay.
That's how I take it.
That's it. I mean, can you just grab them right? They're right
Oh,
there.
it's all about him.
I'm just saying they're right there for the taking.
No, like Wilmore's, you're right. It does have the Adjustment Bureau feel to it,
Mm, mm.
but in
Which also, which
concept,
also, which
it's a,
also starred Anthony Mackie.
true.
Oh, he doesn't know about this. He doesn't know about. Wow.
Oh, he's reading about the Infinity War.
Mm-mm.
Well, no, no, Ragnarok.
Oh,
Called it.
mm-hmm. What does the soda can say? Is it Costa?
Fasta, I think.
Oh,
It's actually a drink that actually was that actually existed.
oh.
Oh,
He's ruining the
oh,
salad.
Boku.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He stabbed Coulson. Coulson was one of them.
It's like I never stab anybody in the back. You literally stab 50 people in the back. That's true. Loki does love being right.
Before the volcano. So no one recognized them in like regular clothes
Mm-hmm.
or different clothing than them. They're speaking a different language.
Why is he doing this?
To prove a point, because he's that confident.
Speed of futury.
They probably should move. And key is how do you figure it out? You know, Mobius was a character involved with the Fantastic Four, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
His name is Mobius Mobius
Mm-hmm.
or Mobius B Mobius. His first and last is the same as his last name.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Hmm, that's a good point. Uh-oh, she's thinking of something. From the last episode.
Yep. That's true.
Kablooey. Kab- Kablooey. It's kind of funny. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's a huge hint right there.
Alabama.
Rock's cart. Roxanne.
I think that is supposed to be Roxanne. Because Siege of Asgard, wasn't that in Alabama too? It was Roxanne, Alabama.
No, but I'm talking about Roxanne. Is there a Roxanne like the
Roxanne Oil in Marvel Comics.
oil? There's a
Loki's probably outside the door.
Because that's his normal. He's
Right, guys, right.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's definitely not you.
Oh, what is it?
He was so excited. Mmm. Oh. It's kind of like Idiocracy.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the movie Idiocracy with his brother, Luke Wilson? You should watch it. It's basically it's in the future where people have gotten so like technology has gotten so point where they just treats everybody. Everybody gets stupider or dumber, and they go
Can't I
to.
can't hear I can't hear you right now.
All right, I'll save
Just
that.
yeah, because the audio here. Oh, 2050. Kablooey. Boxcar. Well, it's being watched.
Yep. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
now it's in her.
that's new.
Now it's her.
Oh.
You're me. Both doing the smile.
Wow.
Ah, there she is.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm.
Mm.
Uh, Wilmore Wilmore says Idiocracy is hilarious. Mike Judge directed it.
Ah. Dun dun dun.
Hmm.
Mm.
Mhm. So I wonder if he still has his like Asgardian strength when he jumps into the bodies.
Hmm. Apparently so.
Fighting with a Roomba.
Oh, oh. Hmm.
He cussed.
Well, it's not the first time.
I know.
Woo. Just left him. It's a female. Knew it.
Hmm.
Female Loki.
That's a lot of resets.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of resets.
That's the whole town and then some.
Oh. They're going to multiple timelines. The goal is to break the timeline.
Wow. That mustache.
Is the goal to make a multiversal war?
Huh. He's gonna chase her.
Hmm. Okay. I can see Loki playing the long game in this. Now, like, is there like a post credit scene?
Hmm. Well, it's pretty much the same, I think, no? of
As
last week.
for what the story, like how it's going so far.
No, no. I'm talking about the end credits. The bluey.
Yeah. I mean, so far it looks like it's the same, or if they done stuff. It's like small stuff that I haven't noticed.
Hmm. All right. Well, event report.
Okay. So while
Well, it's a
that's
little
going
different
on,
now. Yeah.
huh?
What? The
Yeah,
sands?
a picture, a different
Hmm.
picture, because they were all of Loki, but the one picture was
Right.
like looked like her.
They had him in as the variant too. The jacket. Yeah. Well, that they
Mm.
showed that before the wall clock. Hmm.
Yeah, I think the credits are all the same, honestly.
Okay. Yep. That's it.
But the credits, if you look at back at them after each episode,
But they're pretty much the same unless it's like
Mm-hmm.
one or two.
but you start seeing things a little,
Well, yeah, it makes more
Mm-hmm.
sense.
yeah.
All right. So, I mean, that's an interesting episode. I will say that.
Right. Yeah.
And I will say, if you haven't seen Idiocracy, you should watch it. It's funny, but the whole scene, there is a whole part of the movie where they have basically a Costco that's like the size of a city, and
Mm-hmm.
and this is kind of like could be a reference to that. And his brother, Owen Wilson's brother, starred in that movie,
Got you.
so that could be a tie into that. So
But
that
I'm talking about mentioned before we go into the rocks cart, and there's rocks on,
yeah,
and so I'm thinking like you became such a conglomerate. Plus, we're in the future, so by that time that it happened, they've become so powerful, almost like Amazon
yeah,
in a
and
way.
that's important too because Asgard was also in Alabama in the Marvel comics for like the Siege on Asgard storyline event,
Mm-hmm. But
and
not in the MCU though. I don't think so. I don't think they're in Alabama in MCU. They're by the water. They're like,
oh no, yeah, no, for the movies, correct.
yeah, they're by the water when they
But
come
again,
to Earth.
multiple timelines, multiple variants, and this is set in the future, so they could have been moved by that point. Um,
And I said, yeah, well, if they did suffered another Ragnarok. But anyway,
exactly. And then I thought for a second when he's like, "Call me Randy," I thought he was gonna call me Equal, which was another variant of Loki in the main Marvel universe, in the comics, who is pretty much just pure evil Loki.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But real quick, Kim has to say goodbye. She has to uh, go to her 9 to 5.
Yes.
Somebody has to work around here.
Don't worry, I'll be joining work soon too, so
Yes.
I totally know where you're getting at. All right, have fun.
All right. Bye, babe. All right.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
like you said, Loki
That's
kind of
it.
acting like nothing ever happened in the first one, almost with his personality, like
Mm-hmm.
how he's been doing. But in my eyes, I see that him falling back into the illusion of his personality. Like that wall broke down when he saw his death in the first episode, and that's why when he's by himself with Mobius, he's almost different. Like he's more mellow and more
Mm-hmm.
relaxed. But when he's in front of everybody, his ego flares up.
I guess because he can trust Mobius where he doesn't really trust anyone else.
Exactly. Or he feels like he can trust Mobius more.
Mhm.
And then that's where the facade, the greatest illusion, comes in, that he is a superior person, superior Loki, superior character, but he's
Mhm.
not. You know,
Right. Mhm. Of
um,
course.
I would
It,
say it had highs and lows for this episode.
yes, I agree with you. I mean, the first episode was so damn good, and I guess I had to pull it back a little bit, kind of like Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
They start off really strong, and they had to pull back a little bit just to give a little more back into the story aspect. Of course, we were all awed at how good the first episode was. All that information that gave it to us, and now we're into it. Now he's hunting variant Lokis, and I'm also pretty amazed that the first variant, well, additional variant was Lady Loki,
Yes.
and that it was where that boy saw the devil that in the church in the first episode was her. Her horns weren't so big as he saw. It's kind of subtle horns. It's just, but she still had them, and it was more like
A band or a
a
crown.
band or tiara,
Mm-hmm.
like a tiara. But this is, I mean, this is be kind of cool to see because Lady Loki in the comics is of Lady Sith,
Is the body of
and
Lady Sith
not by Lady Sith that
possessed
Loki
by
took over.
Loki? Mm-hmm.
Right. So in this one, it's not her. It would have been kind of cool if it was her. If it
Yes.
was Lady, it was original the actress. It would have been cool if they had her in there. And then you could see that Easter egg of that.
I mean, technically, they could still say it's the body of Lady Sith, because remember they explained that in the variants of Loki have been different bodies, different design. Sometimes they look exactly like Loki, sometimes they don't, and like they had the one that looked like an
Right.
ogre.
Right. Yeah. But I'm just saying it would be kind of cool if they had the same actress reprise her role. Well, her outer shell role.
Yes,
So
as a
it would be
as
kind
a
of
new
cool.
character role. But yes,
Yeah.
that would have been cool in that sense. I don't even know if there was a complication that she didn't want to come in, because the last thing I saw her do was like an episode or two of Agents and Shield,
Right. She did that. And she
and
was
then
also doing a show on NBC.
yeah, and she didn't come back for like any of the other like Thor movies.
She was in Ragnarok, right? She was out. She was away. She wasn't part of the people who got dismantled.
Exactly, and so that could be part of the reasons why that just didn't happen in
And
that
we have
sense.
the actress from playing one of the guards. She's from in the Amazon's Utopia,
Yep.
who plays a badass in that. And it was kind of cool to see that. It's kind of, I mean, I guess that could be an Easter egg on its own, but it was kind of, maybe not. Maybe it was just coincidence.
Yep.
It was kind of cool to see. And she was, she saw her how well she moved in this, and she was moving that show as well. Doing the stunts and things of that nature.
I would
But
say I thought that the plan, I kind of suspected the plan when I saw in episode one that they were taking the resets, that it may be something to like do as a either a bomb or like try to reset the timelines like in a massive way. I was thinking about that, but I was surprised that wow, it's really early if that's the case. If they were trying to
really
do
early.
either a start a new time war event, or maybe like a Secret Wars, or B, set up such a huge event that they are trying to take down the TVA, which means that they're trying to get
Hmm.
after the timekeepers.
Hmm.
Um, kind of like
Which
how like the long Halloween, like or was it the long Halloween, like where they try to wear down Batman by it was the Nightfall where Bane
night
like
thing,
sets
yeah.
up all the convicts in
He
Arkham and
yeah,
releases
he
them,
blows up Arkham, right, and he gets Batman by
wearing him down.
wearing him down. That's how he gets him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on this one, yeah. Well, I mean, there's only 6 episodes. Well, now there's only 4 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I have to run the gambit. They got to run it fast, so, and put the stakes up high. And now we're going to see, where those reset charges go, what's going to happen, you know, because he or she has so many, and it was all dispersed at that time frame of 2050
Yep.
in that town. And it was like, I don't remember why that town was so important. I know it. Well, I guess she sent clues, giving that kid the gum, the kablooey, saying that's a big hint there
Yeah.
to them. So it's kind of like, you know, the Riddler, you know, like here
Well,
are the clues, catch me if you can.
that town was important because it was a apocalyptic town, and it was an
Right, with
apocalyptic event.
Mm-hmm,
So that hurricane was going to kill everybody there.
mm-hmm,
So that's why they could comfortably hide there. And the
mm-hmm.
kablooey was like, clue to find me here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
On that part, yeah, we know that part. But I'm just saying, in a way that is all used in that time. I mean, I guess that's the reason why, because since it's going to happen anyway, you can hide. You can. That's when you can do this discharge there. But I'm just talking about that specific date and location, because again, could have been anywhere. She could
Mm,
have done it in Pompeii. She could have done it, you know, at any time, but she
true.
chose then.
I mean,
You know, that's in our future.
our future. Also, I mean, there's constant supplies. One thing, you have supplies, food. And you can hide anywhere. It's the
Mm-hmm.
size of like a small town. Like it's a warehouse. You have security cameras. I mean, there's
Right.
worse places to hide. It's like a little. Anybody that comes in, you could see that she was monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
Well,
constant people that she could obviously use as,
right, but
hostage
there's
or body jumps.
yeah, but I mean that
You
could have
think
been
there's more
anywhere.
to it?
Yeah, I mean we have to watch this again because again when we're talking we are missing
Mm-hmm.
some details. So I have to watch it again and catch that detail because again any apocalyptic event there's going to be people there,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on when it's going to you're going to have cameras, you're going to have that security things anyway. So that wasn't really. Uh, I don't think that was the case. I think it has something else. It has to do something else. But again, I have to. I think Luke, Mobius said it, and I think I missed it.
But
But I mean,
the other
I
part
did
that
enjoy it. I'm sorry.
that's okay. No, the other part I was gonna say, and is in the comics, Mobius is a clone of other Mobius, and there's multiple
Mm,
Mobiuses
mm,
out there. They really focus on one because he actually gets involved with She-Hulk, Fantastic Four, and other characters. But it's the same thing. But they do show panels where like you see other agents, and they're all identical to him. So the
mm-hmm,
parts where he's like putting the thing on, and he goes, "There's rings," and then he goes, "That's all you." And he's
mm-hmm.
talking about the other agents. I think that's a play on the idea that the other agents that she's collecting the trophies for are actually other Mobiuses that she's collected the trophies.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we may see that. We may not. But yeah, and also the yeah, like you said, with the coasters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That'll be kind of cool. And that'll be kind of like a mind bender, if you will, in the
Uh,
sense that like if he may know it, he may not know it. Because the thing is, we have not really seen any other clones. We've seen the same person that knows exactly the same thing. Because like every clone will have a different
yes,
memory
but
from here on out, whatever from the word.
right now our cast is very small, so there's still
Right.
there's and you like you said there's 4 more episodes. And yes, Andy, thank you for joining us in the chat. Yes, we have finished the episode 2 just now. We
Mm,
literally just finished it.
yeah,
Um,
I got 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes, by the way.
yeah, same here. So we're we're
I
working on a
mean,
tight schedule because
right,
we forgot this episode is fairly long and we have things we're gonna have to do.
right.
But overall, what do you rate this episode right now?
3.
You give it
In
a 3,
comparison to
so
yeah,
less than the
in
first one.
comparison, yes, the first one was just so well done and all that information they gave to us, and now it just becomes more of your typical chase. Like a who done it on this episode, or kind of like The Fugitive, where you're chasing the guy, the potential bad guy or whatever, trying to find the clues. So it wasn't really something so
Mm.
different than we've seen before in other kind of chase stories. And so that's what they're doing here. We saw that they're trying to they're tracking down the lead. They're trying to get to the killer, or in this one, a Loki.
So
And yeah,
sorry.
they found it kind of quick. It's like weird. Like the second episode, it's the Loki they're actually looking for, not like they bump into a variant Loki, something
Yeah.
like that. They found a Loki, this variant Loki that's disrupting the timeline. That's a vile threat, and that's kind of
But like you said, there may be
interesting.
more to the picture than what we originally anticipated. And
Maybe.
Andy brought up a good point that because this, I'm confident this is Lady Loki, Andy, but what you mentioned, it could be a key factor. So we all know Lady Loki in the comics is Lady Sif, of the Warriors 3 and whatever. And but Andy's like, is this Enchantress? So potentially
Maybe.
it could be
Yeah, because
Loki
she's a
in the
blonde.
body of Enchantress. Because Loki
Because
can
she's a
still use the
blonde.
same abilities as Enchantress in the comics. You know? So that is
Mm,
a thing. Or, he's saying that she's credited as a Seville. And so she's not a Loki. So I have to double check. So I have to
yeah,
double
but
check to see if Seville is the alternate name for Enchantress.
right, but she's where's the horns? Does Enchantress have horns?
No, she does not. She doesn't wear
And
horns, but she does wear a bandana, like tiara like thing,
yeah,
and she does wear a lot of green. So
mm,
either A, she
maybe.
is a Loki possessing the body of Enchantress, or she is actually Enchantress just posing as Loki. And
Yeah, but the same token, like when he called Randy Loki, and she's like, "Don't call me that. Call me like." He's, I guess, if it wasn't his real name Loki, he will be a little more annoyed or upset, or But he called it. I guess he evolved. So he says, "Well, call me Randy," because again, he Lady Loki or what have you feels more different and evolved of,
mhm.
of the original Loki. So, but on that note, I have to skedaddle. Guys, it was a pleasure. This was also a great episode. Not as good as the first one, but still good enough. But I have to say my farewell. Brother, carry on. I'm out.
Yes, I'll be going shortly, but I'll let you go. Been a pleasure. We'll see you next time. Yes, because I have to work early today too. Uh, but Andy, I will get with you and we'll discuss about the character and iron out the theories because the episode overall was a little bit less than 3, but they left it with a cliffhanger. So I am interested and I am wanting to see episode 1 was better than episode 2, but I'm hopeful in episode 3 because the way they left it makes me intrigued. Otherwise, on that note, everybody, it's been a blast. Thank you for joining me on this. Will, Collaborative, I know you guys were in here earlier. Thank you for joining us. If you're catching us on the replay, hope you enjoy the show. Other than that, as always, continue watching anime, expand your minds, and just be excellent. Laters.